But yeah, I haven't like drank much this year, which is honestly fantastic for me because not last year. Well, last year I did drink a lot, but the year before last year, horrendous, not good. So I need to watch how I'm doing, you know. Maybe a sandwich, but with grilled chicken. See, I don't like grilled chicken. That's the other thing too. I'm kind of weird with my chicken. An ad, no. Hi, Tama. So I'm watching two legendary streamers at the moment. One is playing Claire Expedition 33. The other is about to play 16. Can you guess what legendary streamer is about to play 16? What streamer is so late to the party that they're still playing Final Fantasy 16? Adja, I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I should tone down the ads. I think I should be able to. I like the panko or panko chickens from Costco. The Kirkland fried chickens. Those are good. I think we're still doing some, I hate to say it, boring stuff for 16. So I'm just going to start and we can still chit chat. I feel so far away from my camera. That looks a little better. How does it look like here though? That's not bad. I want to get warm lights for my room. So bad. I miss the warmth that my room used to have. Like that nice yellow glow. Like orangey. Like just mwah. I miss that. I could turn on like my overhead lights. But it like, because they're like overhead lights, it would be like bad lighting, you know? You're just playing 14 on an all? Nice. I need to get Dawn Trail. I gotta do that. Bad. Do I not have any quests here? What was this? Didn't I start that? I forget why I'm back here. But yeah, I do plan on playing Claire after this. Once I'm all done, I'm going to treat myself to playing Claire. I would like to get a physical copy. So I am going to try to hold out. I know GameStop has physical copies, but I don't know if I should try, like... I started this quest, I believe. Dawn Trail is so good. I know, I loved it. I heard like mixed feelings about it. Like, I'm sure I would enjoy it because I really liked Endwalker. It's like, I know it's like a new story, but I can't imagine the story being that much different, you know?
I'd say we were in for a storm.
Dawn Trail, without saying anything about it, is fine. Yeah, I heard that, like, it just didn't really hit for people. And, like, oh, I'm, like, limited. I have to go here. Yeah. Obviously, I don't want to be spoiled or anything, but I wonder why that is. Central Dalmekia. Let me know if I gotta change any audio or anything. I forgot Josh was with us. Ah, reunited. We still, okay. Is there a reason why we still don't know, like, what happened after what we thought we killed him? You know? He's in our party. You'd put Dawn Trail in Stormblood tier. Interesting.
Like a dream.
Stormblood's quite good, but like Shadowbringers, that hits. Endwalker, I prefer Shadowbringers personally, but Endwalker it also hits. It's also quite good.
Scout. If Candle was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Oh, it's got nothing on chat. I don't think anything could. Do I just get on a chocobo? Does this mean Joshua has a chocobo?
Come on. Run like the wind. We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
Fallen bugs. How do I get off again? Dismount. Ah! How do I play this game again? Oh shit. Oh, I'm not gonna fall off? Sick. Much appreciated. Our side quest is also here too. Hi Tetsu, how are you? Endwalker got you in Fields City? It does. It's just everything all coming together, you know? It's a very good feeling. I was thinking about Endwalker today actually because I'm planning my trip to you know, I said it on stream, right? Did I say where I'm going later this year? I think I did. I still need to like announce it. Yikes. But I'm so sad that I lost all my Endwalker footage, so I could never make a I never got to make a Endwalker video because it's all on my external hard drive that I lost. Which is so sad. Same with all my footage from when I was in Tokyo.
Tell us about
I lost a lot of footage on that thing. I really should look into
Loyal and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive,
trying to save the
but with better
files. There's a person here. You just like have items? Aram Reborn, Stormblood, Dawn Trail, Heaven Sword, and Walker Shadowbringers.
I do. Where are you off to now then?
Can I buy stuff from you?
Bound for the free cities, perhaps? Oh, no need to say if you'd rather not. We all have our reasons.
I don't want to chit chat. I just want to buy
Feeling
stuff.
like sharing with strangers
Okay,
myself,
bye.
you know? Truth be told,
Depending on how you feel, that's fair. You going to Square Enix headquarters? I am going to the, well, hopefully Square Enix Cafe. Because I didn't get to go when I was there.
You're injured. What
You're
happened?
playing Sandland?
Aerial
What's
combat.
that?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance. We can't let those monsters reach the...
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach
Sandland is the Akira
Tabor.
Toriyama semi-Dragon Quest looking game before he passed
Forgive
away.
Hold
I don't know any of that. Steam Summer Sale is going on, but my wallet is too sad for me to buy anything right now. Yeah, I feel that. I have my backlog's too bad. I gotta focus on that. Plus saving money for Twitch. But I feel that. I keep getting the emails of like, this game on your wish list on sale. And I'm like, yeah.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
What were you eyeing, Mana?
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Dragon Ball Z. Ah,
We'll just
okay,
have
thank
to
you.
be careful.
Oh my gosh, hi! Hi, Alexi, how are you?
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
I can walk from here.
Okay. I am well, thank you.
Where now, Joshua?
How are you
There is a
doing?
residence just
Doing
inside the city
good?
gates.
I'm doing
Through roads and
good. I'm pretty happy to be back to streaming, finding a schedule that works for me, and not feeling bad about it. Because there's a part of me that like wants to like pause. He is so fine. That is Joshua's friend.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne.
Hi, Skyward, how are
To
you?
its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei
Okay.
has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
So I'll take it that we never actually killed Joshua then?
Rise, Lady Yotei.
We were just under the impression that we killed him?
You
We as
saved my
in
brother.
Clive?
I owe you a debt I can never
Because why,
repay.
I'm sorry, why haven't they like addressed
I have done
this?
my duty.
Or am I just stupid?
Come now, tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace, it is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva.
Final
Then it
Fantasy's
is
good.
Melinda
I
Knights
took
who
such a
besiege
long
the
break
cities.
though.
What is left of them?
But like when the story is good, it hits.
And the
It is
Black
so good.
Galleon sails at but one man's behest.
So even despite the big
Barnabas
the
Thar.
big time, I think I was 8 months since I last played. It's still quite good. Which I feel like is very telling. I just don't like all like the, I don't say side stuff, because that sounds mean, but like when the story isn't like nice and juicy,
The city guard have been
it's not,
paid, if that's what you're
it doesn't keep my
implying.
attention as well, but
All the
that's
more
okay.
reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave.
The fact that no one remembers the whole Joshua plot is kind of insane. Because that was like the big like grabbing point at the start of the story. Yes, go to bed. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hope we can catch up soon.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dalmekia now subsists
Like, sure,
on
he's the
charity.
Phoenix, but like,
How dare you?
it'd be cool if we had like an actual explanation. Somebody yelling.
Distinguished members of the council.
I do not like that
You
voice.
must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
I don't like that man.
Very well.
My
Is that the guy
colleagues,
that had the wet dream
do
with
you
his
not
mother?
See? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
Barnabas, right?
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty.
I feel like that
correct me if
little.
I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends
I feel like that little
puddles of
skinny guy's
camphor
about to
and blood of her citizens wear
pop
the
off or
collars
something.
of Walud. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them and see our guests to the dungeons.
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city, her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Surely the prince's light cannot have
I haven't played Rebirth yet. I'll play that next after Claire.
So then,
I don't know
how long has Walud been under
what
Ultima's
to take
control?
from that.
How long indeed?
Wasn't our first introduction to him
Based on what we know of Barnabas's
the wet
actions,
dream?
I would guess some few
I've got to have a hard
years,
time taking him
maybe more.
seriously.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
I thought it was my perfect little Joshua boy.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
Oh,
Figure
okay,
in the
Winters.
center, the one beneath whom the
I do
icons
vaguely remember
congregate,
that.
That I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Goethe, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Oh, that was really cute.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yose.
Oh, that was so cute! I hope they're not like forever separated after this, because that'll be really sad.
Let's find our friends.
Okay.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
So many side quests.
Which is why I had to let her go.
So far. We'll just start them.
Opportunity beckons.
We'll pick
Who among... Is
them
that
up. We'll
blade for hire,
pick them up as we go and
perchance?
do them as we go.
Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively,
And hopefully I just figure out when to
Well,
finish them.
Yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Corava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Like, he could have said all that
Hunt your
in
Evis.
like
Of course you will.
two sentences.
When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Corava.
Yeah, he keeps on yapping. He really does.
And above all, triumphant return.
Is that how I feel about like a lot of like the side quests? Lots of yapping. Lots of yappers. Was there one more quest? Yeah, it's like up there. How do we get up there? Let's get high potions.
Welcome, welcome. A fine choice.
Careful how you pack that leather.
You! Finally. No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
Are you a yapper?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient culture.
There's some really good side quests, and there's ones like this, which are the archetypical Final Fantasy 14 fetch quests. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them feel like that.
In my heyday, No obstacle could have kept me from my
And like Final
studies.
Fantasy 14 teaches you
Yet
that like if
here
it's a
I am,
cutscene, you
a
pay
wizard
attention, then everything
with
else you can just gotta
talent,
skip.
bested by the many steps
This like
of
completely goes
Tabor.
against that.
The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Climb the stairs and...
And memorize a few inscriptions for me. Assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous.
Just like an
soul
actual
is
quest,
rumored
or am
to
I
have
just
carved
interacting with
clues
things
to
and not
Tales' rich
actually
history into stones dotted
doing
about
stuff?
the village.
I could have to see the Final Fantasy
3
14
of them,
game
to be
philosophy in this
precise.
game. I do
One
wish they'd
each
take
to
some notes
north,
from
south, and east.
16
I'm
in terms
here
of the
in
story,
hope
though.
that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time.
You wish 14 would take...
The otherwise undocumented
Wait, what?
origins of
I don't
Tabor's
understand the second part.
people quite unlike those of neighboring
For 14, you wish they would take notes?
I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly.
For 14 story? From 16?
What you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed
Ad
pavilions,
incoming.
and you'll have no
Yeah, I
trouble
wish 14 had
finding
more
the
16
stones.
style story. Ah! I see. Yeah, I find that, like, as much as I love 14, some of the stories sometimes told in, like, I don't say confusing ways, but, like,
How are those new boots treated?
I feel like it takes a lot sometimes.
They're fantastic.
Where am I going?
Soft as Phoenix.
What is this? What quest is this? Is that you popping up? Oh, I can't tell you anything, sorry. How do I see, like, my other quests? I mean, he said something about ladders, so I can just... Or not ladders, stairs. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred, hold thy noble blood till it ends the mother's labor. Labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
So am I memorizing these, or... I'm assuming there's more
So
around?
it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the body to Dalaman.
I don't see any more. But surely... Are they in, like, all these things? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay.
I don't like it.
Hi! Are you going to
Not a scratch on them.
a mutual place? Hi, little leggies. I would love to. You think? I'm gonna DM you. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past and make these rocks a home. I really hope they don't
What
quiz
golden
me on
plains
this.
might the wanderers have called home, I wonder.
Mummy needs a pottage for it.
These quarries been hard to
Okay,
find
sounds
since
good.
the start.
I normally don't talk about
Can't blame the beasts for
work stuff on stream. Just cause you never know. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Yeah.
I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Yeah, I try not to say too much. I don't know.
Engravings were in good repair.
But
considering
that
their
also
age.
might be changing soon.
What that
I don't know.
could
We'll
have
see.
seen for myself.
It all depends on how my
Don't
project
tease me now.
goes.
What did you learn of this place and its people?
Because my project might make it impossible for me to make it hush hush. Oh.
Guardians of the Crystal.
I'm assuming that's now.
Stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were
because the other ones weren't like
those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder. The engraving to the north is next, I think.
My memory's so bad. That's crazy.
Lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past.
I feel like that's wrong.
Or I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs.
I'm like second guessing myself.
Could never account for. This is proving most enlightening.
Because like he'll never know.
Stone.
What's that one? I at least remember that.
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing.
That's unlikely anything bad will happen. The rest is never 0% better. Susan, sorry. Yeah, I've talked about this on stream. I had someone, all because of one single Fortnite stream. All because of one single Fortnite stream. I had a, I don't even like calling them a stalker. I feel like stalker doesn't really, isn't like the most accurate word, but it felt like one. Someone who stalked and harassed me. And like people in my immediate circle for years.
So difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture.
All because of one freaking Fortnite stream. It was horrible. I still don't even remember like all the details of that. That's how long ago it was. I just remember I was playing with Sarah and Geeky. We were doing like a little collab stream thing, and
too many stairs, perhaps.
I think this person, I don't remember if they joined my streams or if they joined like one of theirs and then hopped like to all three of our streams, but they were in our game like harassing us and like stream sniping us and whatnot. But then like it didn't stop there. Like eventually I banned them from my stream because I think they got a little like hostile in chat. So I was like, you know what, like it's not worth the energy, whatever, bye. And of course he then took it to like all my other social medias, and he would keep on making new accounts to like keep saying really vulgar things. And I will never forget waking up on my wedding day for my American wedding, and I like read the most heinous stuff about me and about the threats that they wanted to do. So yeah, it was horrible. Not a fun time. And all it takes is one little detail, you know. Dude, Minecraft streams gave me a harsh, or that called, is this your old address? That is wild. Like, I don't even understand. What way am I going? I'm technically going that way. Harasser. Oh yeah, I'm just stupid. I could have figured that out. That's crazy. I don't understand why people have so much time to cause so much, I don't know if pain's the right word, but like so much anxiety and pain and just like so much negativity to someone. Like if you come across a streamer that you don't like why do people feel the need to like
how fares the search?
Be weird?
Your Grace, my report shall
like
be
why
with
do
you
people
ere
like
long.
thrive off of that?
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I
Hi, Stoic, how are you? The first time it happened, we had just moved, so I only got phone calls and texts while Giuseppe was on tour in Europe. That is so scary.
Deeds of his grace, Joshua Rosfield,
to like
of the flame
know
of the
that like your
Phoenix,
partner's not even like
Archduke
there
of
with you during that.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into
I hope at least
Ultima's
like your
origins.
support system here is
Findings
good.
from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix.
I'll never understand it, like the
Such
amount it
is,
takes
and has ever
to make
been,
accounts, you
our
not have a
creed.
life to live or a life at all.
I
Never mind
see.
even the morality of it. Yeah.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem.
Because like I feel like I don't even have time to do the things I enjoy with my life. Yeah, all of a sudden these people just have all the time in the world to be
Shadows that quicken in its
disgusting.
radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token. For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
I cannot get over how cute Joshua is.
To Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
That's so good. I'm glad you
Cyril
have a
seemed
good group
very,
here. Last one happened in March. Hopefully Giuseppe was
certainly
home
keep
to
straight
answer every phone
bedfellows,
call that
Joshua.
happened. That's wild. This is like not the same thing at all, but one time I was out. I was out drinking with friends, so I was like already like drunk and whatnot, but all of a sudden my phone started blowing up. And I was like, because nobody calls me. Like, I'm not a phone caller. I don't do that kind of stuff. Like, you text me. You text me. And I don't know how, but it was, am I going the right way? I think I am. It was someone being like, I'm sending you a link to your phone, or not a link, but like you need to tell me the code that is being texted to your phone right now. And it was for my Twitch account. Someone had like figured out.
Then let us be rid of them.
I think it was like through like I don't even know actually, but like I don't know. But they kept spam calling me, and I wouldn't obviously give them the code because I didn't want people hacking my Twitch account. But I was so drunk that I just turned off my phone, which I should not have done, just because like if I was out drinking, I should keep my phone on. But I'm like not paying attention to what I'm doing. But yeah, that's one of the more lighthearted ones, though. But yeah, I feel like on Twitch specifically, people are just like an extra sort of strange to people that, for lack of a better word, they find fascinations with. Because like, you don't do this to people that you don't like, right? Like, you don't stalk people that you don't like. You do this to people that you're like fascinated with, and like, it's just weird and creepy. And it shows that these people just have like no people in their life that they respect or that they value and love, because who the fuck would ever treat people like that? Oh, that one's dead. Yeah, but it was the only way to get to stop. I turned off my phone for like, I think I only did it for like 5-10 minutes. And then I just made sure I was with my friends who had their phones on. But yeah, anywho. People are strange. I wish people could just freely do the things that they enjoy that make them happy without the
Do we have any
fear
idea where
of
Gavin
people
Levis
being
might
weird
be?
to them
There's a
online.
warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Unless being weird to people online is what makes you happy, then never mind. That does not apply to you. Okay, now I can finish all this other stuff. Let's do that real quick. It said there's an exclamation point. I don't know if it was talking about that. At least online you can block them. I'm more nervous about the weirdness in person. I mean, blocking only goes so far though, because like people can make new accounts. They can, you know, they can get around being blocked and continue being weird.
Good girl.
Faster.
And there's just not enough privacy, you know? I don't know. It would be nice for more, like, laws to be in place to protect people and actually punish people who are weird and do creepy things.
Right. Got here in time.
Yeah, what is wild is we reach out about the cops about it, and I bet they didn't do fucking anything. Yeah, like that's the insane part, is that they keep saying that they can't do anything until something happens. But then the until something happens is like your life literally in danger, and then what? Like, there needs to be things in place to prevent it from getting to that point of anyone ever being in danger. And it's ridiculous that that is even just normal. I just wanted to have a note on our addresses in case someone swatted us. Wait, they wouldn't even do that? Because I feel like bigger streamers talk about that and how that's like, but maybe that's more of like an LA thing or something, just because I feel like a lot of big streamers live there. That's crazy.
Someone there!
Ooh.
Please, I can't move my leg.
Oh, I can't see. Oh, we're sprinting. Stop sprinting. I would assume they're in a tent. Oh, they are absolutely not. Am I blind? Oh.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting.
That's why if I ever stream, I go full PNG
others?
tuber. Though I feel probably already know who I am.
One of your
As
brothers in
off-putting
arms
as
told
that
me what
feels.
happened in Australia.
The issue with that, though, not that there's like an issue with being a PNG tuber, is that people get so fascinated with people who purposely hide their, like, who they are, that people purposely look into them more. Like, think of like Corpse Husband, who
He was right to
like
send you.
never has shown his face or anything like that, but people are
slew a number of my
obsessed
brothers.
with trying to find pictures
is
of
safe,
that
thanks to
poor
you.
man. Like,
You've earned it.
he has literally been so open about the fact that he has a lot of anxiety and purposely does not show his face, let alone he struggles with like leaving the house and things like that. And people,
You seem familiar.
oop, I didn't mean to skip that.
Confused with someone else.
And people are just so like obsessed. They've just become literally obsessed. I don't even know how YouTubers do it. Camera's scary, yeah.
I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over.
Ooh.
I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find
Okay,
me.
that's a fair answer.
Why hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
Clive? So level-headed.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
The walk away. I think it's been a couple years since I took pictures of myself. I feel like I don't take that many photos of myself anymore. If I do, it's like a picture of me like with my cats or something. This whole thing. Skin trade. I think. What's this? I'll go here. We were talking about how did we get to this topic? We talked about I don't even know how we started this topic. I mentioned the fact that I had someone like harass me for a few years and they like got they were it was just really uncomfortable. It was like low-key a stalker, harasser, don't really know what to call it. Now we're just talking about like people making content online and how it's difficult to like feel safe. Oh, we started talking about it because yeah, because Little Leggies was hinting at something and I was like, oh, I'll just DM you. Yes.
Clive,
yes. Us being purposely vague.
The rumors about Nan. Go on.
Do you say like
him what
where
you
you
told
live,
me.
Little Leggies?
All right.
Or do you like keep that
It's like
kind
I
of
said, a wizened old crone by the name
under
of Karen's
wraps?
been selling steel to whoever will pay
Stop,
the
you're not the
price,
problem.
be they knight or knave. Says the more
You do?
swords
Okay.
and spears she puts in people's
One thing,
hands,
so when
the
I
more
lived in
war they
Japan,
wage. And the more
I didn't
war
really have
they
issue with
wage.
like sharing
Call for
that.
swords and spears.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And who will they all turn to keep them
I
in steel?
wasn't sure when I moved back
Reaper
here if I was gonna even share like
And you've
where
seen
I
this
lived.
Reaper at work.
So like
it just
I thought
so
about just like
happens I
saying
have.
like the state
You'll
and not even
find
saying
her
like the
right
city or
here
anything
plying
like
her
that.
trade most
But
days.
I don't know.
Here in Delamil.
I don't go around like preaching
exactly.
where I live or anything like
She
that,
has
but
a
like I do
stall
say it.
here in the market, but if
I don't
you're
need
not the
people
patient type, you
getting
can
too comfortable.
probably find her at her storehouse on
Yeah,
the edge
that's
of
true.
town. But it'd be a bolder man than me that braved that particular nest of vipers.
But yeah, I'm sure
Feeling bold, traveler?
with like obviously
I
like what
hope
you
so.
do and what
For
your
your
partner
sake.
does, like things are like
Now,
so.
if that's all. I have places to be.
Sorry to have kept you.
What's the word I'm looking for? Difficult to have like
You don't think
sense of
Nan's
privacy
the Reaper,
sometimes.
do you?
You do IRL
Unless she's
streams?
discovered the secret of how
We
to
should
be
do an
in two
IRL
places
stream.
at once.
Hi Austin, how are you?
What do you mean?
Lady Karen hasn't left the hideaway in weeks. So who has been running this store he spoke of?
Good question. I'll go and have a look.
And I'll visit this storehouse on the edge of
Montahana?
town.
Are you playing the
Alright,
newest
but
one?
Be careful, Clive.
That would be so fun. That also reminds me, I have to talk to you about my work project. Because I had an idea in mind that I'm trying to get my work to do, but it does involve you. In a way. How do I get over there? How is the new one? I only played Monster Hunter World. The only thing that I really remember about like, the new one was that all the cheese naan in Japan was like out. Because people were obsessed and buying all of it.
A mess.
And it better not be like that when I get there. I miss me a good Japanese cheese naan. So good. It hits different in Japan. They use way more cheese. This shit peak. Outside some performance issues, but they're working on those. I've heard not good things about Wilds. Ooh, we got some conflicting comments about it. I wish I liked Monster Hunter. What am I doing? Never mind. I tried liking it, but like, I don't know. People say that like once it clicks, it clicks, and like it never clicked for me.
Thought I might have laid it on a bit thick.
It was a fairly unconvincing tale. So, what now?
That's up to you.
I don't even know what quest we're doing.
Slow death or a quick one? Boys, he's all yours. But that sword is mine.
I never played Death Stranding. It's like one of the games that like it seems interesting, but I think I'd rather watch someone play it.
Yeah, well, we could pretend this didn't happen.
How do you want to do this? We'll do this. And then we'll do this. Oh, I did the wrong one. I meant this. I love seeing Joshua in my party. It brings me so much joy. Ignition is such a good move. I don't even know the names of these. What's Ignition? Oh, yeah. I agree. I love starting with it. Oop, wrong one. Because then you start with it, and then you just switch to whatever my triangle is at. And then it's like, and like, because they're all in place. It's mwah. So good. Level up. I once heard someone equate the Monster Hunter experience to the satisfaction that comes from killing Dark Souls bosses. And see, I also don't really play Dark Souls. For those of you who were there, I tried playing Bloodborne. I couldn't find a single weapon for 2 hours, and that's all I promised. I promised 2 hours of gameplay, and I couldn't even find a weapon.
He'll have your head. He only wanted that bull of a manservant, the dim one always clinging to Karen's skirts. You weren't even supposed to be here. Who the hell are you anyway?
What were you going to do to him?
The Borgwyn wanted him to get to Karen. I was only supposed to point the lamp in the right direction once he arrived in Dalamil. But then you turned up. Well, go on then. If you're going to end me, end me.
You're not worth the effort. Now be gone, before I change my mind.
He is
Fucking
so sexy.
Coward.
I need to find Goots. Right now.
His card is so good in Magic. It looks so nice. It's a constant battle rotation between Monster Hunter, Souls games, Minecraft. in one
Get your
piece CCG.
filthy
I can't play
paws
them all
off
at the
me,
same
you
time,
naughty
and it's
patriot.
honestly tragic.
Stop calling me names.
I've been wanting to get the Hello
spreading
Kitty
them
DLC for
horrible
Minecraft
lies about
lately.
Well,
That's
that
been
will
like
be
my
easy enough. For they are not lies. Every last word is
my selfish
true.
purchase that I really want to make,
And
but
she
I'm
must pay for her
doing good.
crimes
I'm doing
in
very good.
blood.
Lord!
Goose, are you all right?
I love his voice so much.
He's gonna kill Nan! He said she had to pay in blood!
After what she did, it is only right. She ruined my life and the lives of countless others. That loathsome harpy's very existence is a crime, and I will not allow it to continue. Goots, was it? I have no quarrel with you. Only with your employer. Run along now. You need not pay for her sins.
No.
No.
I don't care what she did. I won't let you hurt Nan. Promise me you won't hurt her, or I'll kill you myself.
Goots, no.
Enough, all of you!
Ad break in 3 minutes. I'm gonna use that opportunity
did
to
you-
pee.
You're a sight less clever than you think you are, the pair of you. Did you think I wouldn't notice the two of you slinking off together? Well, the whole thing got me thinking, who in Dalamil might bear me a grudge? And a certain snivelling shit I ran afoul of in my fairy years came to mind. Though it was just Bogan back then, wasn't it?
I swear to God, sometimes if they didn't have subtitles, I don't think I'd understand what they're
The
saying.
same pants pissing craven you've always been. What was it we called you? Wet legs.
You bitch!
Goots,
Everything that
get 'em.
It was all your fault. And now you'll finally pay for what you did to me.
Goots, you...
If you want a piece of Nan, you'll have to go through me.
Fuck.
Why didn't Clive do anything? Hello?
You great galoot. Out of the way, I can handle this myself. So, wet legs. You remember what you told me when we last met? An eye for an eye. Wise words, Sam. Wise words. And now, it's time to collect.
You're lying.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Is he...
Dead? No. But I reckon he wishes he was. It's an easy going through life, one eye short of a pair. After all, I should know.
What the fuck?
You don't mean...
Oh, don't tell me you didn't notice. Lost it to old Wet Legs back when we were working the same routes. Said I'd stolen
She's
from his
crazy.
strongbox. I've done nothing of the sort, mind. But that didn't stop him taking his little revenge. So I took some of my own. Sorry, lost everything. His coin, his clients. Always knew he'd be back one day to claim his due. But he crossed a line dragging poor Goots into this. He didn't know he
Hi,
would
Nemo.
today.
How are you?
No, Nan. Still got all my arms, see? Legs too. But what if he comes back again?
What if he does? First we take the other eye, then we work our way down. He'll learn his lesson soon enough. But something tells me the Wet Legs has learned it already. Right. Let's get you back to the hideaway. You've attracted quite enough attention already. Ta-ra, Clive.
Ta-ra, Clive.
Remind me never to cross you, Karen.
That's wild. I guess it is called Eye for an Eye. Alright, we'll go back and finish that real quick. Okay, I need to pee real quickly. I'll be right back. I don't mean to ignore you. I need like a second like hand cam, which like I technically could do with this thing. I can turn it into a webcam. What if I just set up like a bunch of extra cameras? I need to clean. I still have all of my bulk cards just like on my desk. But the man, the myth, the legend. Africa Kong. Come here. Come here. Why are you being so hesitant? Motherfucker. Oh, and I forgot Rosie's back there still. If only you were cuddly, bud. I feel like you would love to be cuddly. I have to go play Commander next week to get the Elidibus the Spark card. Then I'll have to see how I feel about playing Magic the Gathering in person again. He is my demon cat. I love him though. That's my soul cat. I saved him and now I feel very obligated to be like his guardian. I don't know how to explain it, but that's my little man right there. But yeah, I actually have this Y'shtola Commander deck. I haven't opened it yet. I should do that, huh? My brother had a rescue that took a long time for him to warm up. Yeah, rescues can be like that. Not all rescues, though. It obviously just depends on like their personality and whatnot. It took Daifuku a minute, but I think he realized it was either that or
like you've protected
not a
me.
fun option. So
Well,
I think he deals with
Your
me.
parents certainly didn't give a whit for your well-being. Reckon the both of us would be worse off if I'd not.
He's just not
taken you
cuddly,
on.
but like that's fine. That's part of his
You've always been
personality.
me
He's an
right
old man.
eye, Goots.
Old
And I'd
independent
have you
man.
stay that way. So don't you dare go looking for trouble again.
Well, I will. If you ever need help,
She has some
I'll
good
do
cards.
it again,
I can't wait to
again,
open it. I
and
want
you
to see
can't
them.
stop me.
Love
Ah,
Goots.
you
Goots
big
is so
lump.
good.
Fine. Play the hero if it makes you happy.
Thanks, Nan. I won't
Thanks,
let you
Nan.
down.
There's nothing he wouldn't do for you.
That's as maybe. But if he's ever to make his own way in life, he'll need to start looking out for himself.
Oh yeah, I meant to finish what Austin said.
Till
Austin, I
then,
don't know if you're still here.
he'll
But I
need
feel
people
that
to
about
watch his
having
back,
like a
just
game
you
like
did
in
Dallas.
rotation that you're like
Don't think I didn't
it's like what you
appreciate that.
do and like
Of course.
not like obsession.
Family.
Hyperfixation.
You make me one good eye, mister. I don't go thinking that'll do you
And
any
you'll just play that
favours.
game until like you switch to like
A potion to Dale
not
costs you
necessarily the
same
next
as
thing,
it
but
did
like
yesterday.
the next thing, you know? I'm just trying to like for me, I'm trying so hard to find a balance where I can do all the things I want to do. And it's so difficult. Cause like I want to stream, I want to go to locals and play Final Fantasy TCG. I want to edit and do YouTube stuff a lot more. I don't know what else I want to do. We got this quest. I don't know if I can go here yet. We can try. We got this one all the way over here. I just feel like there's not enough time in the day. Or even like the week that I want to like do stuff. And it sucks. Oh, I think I tried saying this earlier. But like one thing that stopped me from like getting back into streaming again was the fact that like I want to stream more. Like I want to stream more so badly. But I do not have the time to. Like, if I want to, like, post on YouTube and have a social life and, like, go to shows and things like that.
Ready, go?
Edit for my friend. Like, if I want to, like, do all the things that I want to do. Went our way. Then, like, then there's no way that I can stream, like, most days of the week. So, like, it sucks. But I do have to limit it. Ooh, it's so dark I can't see. I just wish there was more time. Honestly, I just feel like if I was faster at editing, then most of my issues would go away. Which, like, I don't even think I'm that slow at editing. It just takes forever making long-form content. I want to do lifestyle content, edit YouTube things. Like, there's so many things I want to do. This is why I stream co-working once a week. I've always been, like, interested in, like, co-streaming streams. Because, like, I'm the type that, like, I have to, like, lock in and do something. Like, I can't really have distractions. But, like, I love watching a co-working stream. I just feel like it wouldn't work well for me, you know? But I don't know. Maybe if I just, like, sat down and edited or something, it wouldn't be so bad. But, like, I'd rather, like, stream video games, you know? Because, like, I feel like I haven't played games in so long.
Be safe.
You still chat when you edit and whatnot? Good luck on this thing.
But it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
Oh. I switched by accident. I'm just tanking all this, because why not? Ooh. Waiting on the 14 comeback. I'm gonna go through Dawn Trail with you. It will happen. I will play Dawn Trail for sure. Just right now, I want to make a list. I want to make a list of all the games that I want to play.
The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
First, we're gonna finish 16. Then I want to play Expedition 33. And then maybe after that, either Rebirth or Dawn Trail. Because I would like to also incorporate my 14 streams back in too. Wrong button. Took a picture by accident. Because I miss 14 streams. I feel like I'm just such like a natural 14 streamer. I'm just a chatter. I love just chatting. But I don't like the just chatting directory. No shade to anybody who like streams there or anything like that. But like for me, like I need to be doing something else. I gotta be multitasking. So like being able to play 14 and chat so much, like just doing your dailies and just chatting about whatever. That's
adamant as her virtue.
I feel like that's why I was
This is
partnered.
everything I'd hoped for and more.
I hate the just chatting directory. It used to be so bad. I feel like it's gotten a lot better in recent years, but like I remember when it used to be like you couldn't stream in the just chatting directory without like absolute like I'll say freaks coming in
I don't plan on
your stream and just being
I'm
annoying.
busy enough as it is.
Very well.
I bet co-working has like that same feel though of like you're just able to chat and do whatever while still like doing something else.
Keep you from being about your business.
I just like for just chatting, when you take it literally, like I can't just sit here and chat. Like I can. I just like having something to do in the background because then you can have something to like chat about. I don't know. Not that I have an issue with finding something to talk about, but I don't know. I just feel like a natural 14 streamer. And then when I play games like this where I have to shut up and listen to a cutscene, I struggle with that because I just want to talk. I just want to chat, but I have to shut up and watch a cutscene.
If we're going to do this,
But like if I streamed more,
timing is impeccable.
then I would
It
be
just
able
so
to
happens that right
play
at this very
a story game
moment,
like this
we're in need of someone
and
with
still
your
do 14 streams.
and what talents would those
But
be?
I'm limited.
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them.
I spent the whole day trying to figure
None
out
remain
how to get
free
my
for long,
voice
of
mod to work
course.
with my mixer. I
Most
still haven't
find
figured out how
themselves
I got
under
it
the
working.
protection of the fist
That
before they
just
get
like
far.
woke up this memory in me
The
when I was
army
being
too is in
harassed for a few
disarray
years.
and finds
I
itself
considered
unable to provide
like
for its new
nuking
charges,
my channel
which
and then
means
just making a new
it has been
one
looking to sell.
and using like a voice
And you've been
changer,
looking to
some kind
buy
of like
to make sure these masterless
not like a
bearers
VTuber
remain
thing,
that
but
way.
like just going
Precisely.
like faceless.
It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come
But it's
in?
sad though, like
Though we
people
may have the
shouldn't
funds
have
to
to
buy
do
these
that just because they
bearers,
feel scared. If you
we have
want to
nowhere
do
to
that
house
because
them.
like you're interested in
So
doing
we've been
that,
searching for a
then
place where they
like
can be resettled.
voila, that's perfect and great.
Somewhere
But like when
far
you're
from
doing
the
it out of
prying
fear, then
eyes
it's
of
like
those who would see them enslaved once more. And
it's
we
not fair.
believe
You know, it's not
we
fun.
have found one.
You should be able to express yourself no matter
Cashlock, a small hamlet
you know
hidden
how you
in a
want to do
canyon.
that.
The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And
I should
so
be paying attention.
we
See, that's what I'm
seek the aid
saying.
of a fearless swordsman to
There's-
encourage
yeah.
them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
And then I'm sitting here like, I don't like these side quests. They're not
Here,
good. I'm
if
just
you
not
wouldn't
paying
mind making
attention to them.
arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
But like the main story is
Of
good
course,
though. I will
leave
say
everything
that.
with me.
16 main
Your work
story,
cut out for you.
I will.
very
We
good.
have an entire village to stock and furnish.
The world building just isn't
Residents and all.
hitting for me, and that's
Even
okay.
If I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
And like
I'll
I
do my
could just
best.
focus on the main story, but
You will find
It's
a
like
village
in
Shadow's
my
Thread, past Lateney's Cleft.
in my
The man I
bones that
will
I
be
just have to do
grateful.
all the side quests.
All right.
I can't let them go unfinished.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Feels wrong. How? These maps are so confusing, and they should not confuse me as much as they do. Whoa. Dude, I wish I could whistle like that.
Faster.
Already went by the turn I needed. Turn around. Turn around. Ugh, I love these goblins. These might be some of my favorite goblin designs. Look at this little oasis.
This must have been a nice place once.
Will be again.
Ooh! Leave me alone! I can control that while it's going? How many times have I used that move? I didn't know that. Wait, we have to test this out. So I like... Oh, I love it! So you can collect them all. And then if you miss them, you just turn around and go pick them back up. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. So how many hours are on the save file? Because that's one of the first moves I got, right? Hold on. So I haven't saved yet, but... Wait, that's the time. Wait, how do I see... Can I see how many hours I got? Wait, am I stupid? That's just like the time and date. How could I see how long if I plan to Skyrim?
I think you're right. Let's head back to Oakland.
I really was like 21 hours. Oops.
Something the matter,
I
Theodore?
think that's on home menu. Oh, it might not be accurate though because I let this sit sometimes. You'll see it there? Where? I want to hit home because I don't want it to hit home. $35 hours? I don't know that's accurate though, because I do let this sit sometimes. Like after stream. Sometimes after stream, I really do like I let this sit and then I like go and do like eat or do something and then I come back and then
I shall.
I don't know if that counts though.
Thank you.
I feel like it's like the hours of me sitting. Cause I do I do that. If we was so considerate not showing you just how embarrassed you should be. Hey!
Someone you know.
Listen.
Yes.
It happens to the best of us.
No.
Right?
But enough about him.
Surely I'm not the only one.
How did you fare down in
Time to do math. Well, I don't know how many times I've done that.
The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
I cannot believe I didn't know that, though.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do, but thank you all the same.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic. And they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now. And judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds. And she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me. And I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
Anything else here? Don't think so. You don't need no sister. Okay. Let's go from right to left, I guess. So many quests.
There were ghosts at the gates, not Daisy.
You needn't fret. The creatures.
I hate that I feel like I have to do all these quests, but I can't stop. It's just satisfying getting them done, you know?
To the meadows, then.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Another freaking ad break. I really got to turn those down.
Ogre said
Oh.
I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby.
What am I looking for?
Blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Easy enough to spot.
Blue something, bright yellow flowers. Those are some bright yellow flowers. Oh, I missed. What if I missed something important? I don't know. How big is this circle? This circle is quite big. Oh, I think that was just a circle from Torval. Okay, that's the second part of it.
We are wide You're right. Let's get this over with.
Ooh, ouch. The way I do combat, I feel like it's so stupid, but I really enjoy it. No, stop! Like, I feel like I'm just spamming. Isn't it? Okay, so that
That's the
part's done.
wyvern's liver.
Now I'm looking for...
Now I just need to find the herbs. Bright yellow with a headies.
Oh. It's closer over here anyway. Okay. Well, surely that's it.
I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe.
Seems the hideaway's lost its apple.
So, did you have that word with Tomes then?
I did, and he was as helpful as ever. He told me exactly where to look, in fact.
Ooh.
And what precisely will I be cooking up? Or is it better not to know?
Blueback wyvern liver. And a herb known as Saint's Bonnet.
Ah, wyvern livers, was it? Well, at least it weren't actual worms, I suppose. Now then, you stay right where you are. I've got some cooking to do. Let's hope these grand old chefs of yore knew what they were on about.
Chicken nuggies.
And here we have it. Fried mortress of skyworm. Ivan's offered to make sure it's fit for consumption. Well, I say offered. He as good as begged.
And rightly so. Is there any higher honor than partaking in a slice of culinary history?
So, not fit for consumption then.
What witchery?
Oh, he looks
is this?
ill.
The crackle of the crust gives way to an almost violent richness. Yet, it is the piquant kiss of the saint's bonnet that tames this savage dish. It is a tour de force, a force of nature even, a maelstrom of flavour and sensation, a graceful
Gordon
beast
Ramsay would be
emerging from
proud.
centuries of slumber.
I think he likes it.
Well, I can't quite tell with all that nonsense he's talking.
Last
Well, you
lamb
might be
sauce.
right.
I
was
actually
decent
started
then,
watching. I've
I
never
take it.
watched like Hell's Kitchen or anything like that. But me and my
It's
partner were on
remarkable.
like a.
And I defy any man to say a word.
We were just
to
like
the
watching it a
contrary.
lot. I don't even know why.
Sit.
But back in the
Might I
fall, we were
suggest
watching
that
it
you
quite a bit.
command a party of your finest men and women to procure a dozen blueback wyverns
Volume was low
forthwith?
during stream, but as
Oh,
soon as the
yes,
ad came on, bam. Oh, I'm so sorry. I need to turn down how frequent the ads are. I'm pretty sure I have control over that. So like, I don't care if there's like some ads, but like, there's not that many of you here. I'm not making money off of like running ads. Like, it's not worth it to run ads that frequently, you know? Ruins your guys' enjoyment, and then there's just no perk in it, you know? There's no perk, no,
Taking you all
no
to a storehouse
point.
in the bales. Leave anything you don't need.
So at least more for Twitch to make money. Yeah, but I have like some control
Know what you
over
have
it
to
a
do.
little bit. Like I'm pretty sure I'm able to like turn down how many. I don't know if I can do it while
I
I'm streaming.
fear that I
can
must
look.
bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short.
Monetization.
The Lord Chief
ads.
Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to
How
know
many
that
minutes of ads do
though
you
I
want to
may
run
not
per
always have
hour?
been your most
Mine's already
vocal
quite low.
ally, I trust you.
I feel like it's
As I
been
trusted
playing
your
like every
predecessor.
15 minutes.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. And I understand more than anyone how
Did
you
it sound
feel.
horrible for you
Is
guys?
revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found.
Did y'all hear that?
And it is all that I have lived for since that day.
Or was that just
But
me?
what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this.
Okay. What
As it
was
is done, the village has
that?
served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause. And
It
we will
didn't
fight to the
sound
last.
great. Oh my gosh. I am so
There
sorry.
are
Hold
those
on.
among us who cannot fight.
I'm gonna test
Children,
Am I logged in?
the elderly.
I don't wanna
bearers
log in.
afflicted by the curse. I would
Can I,
place
like,
Lostwing
replay
in their
it?
hands if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the
I don't
infirm is
have-
not likely to stay a safe haven for long.
Open this
And
up.
so, Clive, I find myself turning to
don't have
you
that
once
either.
more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live?
Oh, this quest is
even
good?
should
Oh, I'm not paying
Lostwing
attention.
die?
What's happening? Take vulnerable villagers to the hideaway. Okay.
I will.
Thank you.
That sounds
I
so
won't have it
horrible.
said
I'm so
that I
sorry,
did
but
not
Tama,
see
thank
to
you
the
so much for the
well-being
gift of
of
subs
those
to
who
Winters.
rallied
Hope you
to my
enjoyed the
cause.
emotes. I hit my mic. I'm so
People
sorry.
I speak of have
I'm just a
withdrawn to
mess.
Goten's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
We're going to war.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to
Okay.
the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive, and may Griga guide us.
All of us.
I can't believe it sounded like that. Can I log in without it being annoying? Okay, cool. It did log me in. All right, let's replay that. Let's replay that. Does it sound like that? Like... What is wrong with that? That's so embarrassing. That's such a good emote. Oh my gosh. Wait, what did the other one sound like? Okay, what about like this? Okay, that was good. All right, maybe it's just my
Following through with the schedule. 5 play.
What in the 8-bit? It's not even 8-bit. It's like 2-bit. I can't replay those ones. Damn. Is it echoing? I can't remember what it's supposed to sound like. Do my follower alerts? They do make a sound. All right, so it sounds like it's just the gifted one. Oh, wait, it fixed itself. She sounds good. There was a little bit of a skip. Okay, okay. I think it's fine. It just...
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Goat's
There's a
Base.
joke brewing, but I don't know what the joke is, but that sounded horrible. I'm glad it's not a permanent problem. I want to redo all of my alerts and all my branding, but I has no money. And I have no freaking art skill to do it myself. I need to rebrand so bad. I want to get like a new OC done. I want to get like a little intro, outro for YouTube. New Twitch panels. Not new emotes though. I don't even necessarily want like new alerts. I mean, I kind of want new alerts. I don't want them to be just emotes. Maybe new sounds. Put back like slightly copyrighted sounds. Because I purposely took them out initially. Because I didn't want to get in trouble. But I feel like they don't care anymore.
Everyone, Quentin has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quentin. We owe him our lives, so we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lost Wing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi! You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quentin.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quentin to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quentin die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
I'm nervous. I don't know.
Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid.
Like something bad's gonna happen. Like, are we gonna get there and he's gonna die and we come back and all these guys are not gonna be alive either? Like, everyone's just dead? Where am I going? Whoa, wait, where am I going? This isn't it, right? Is it that? I don't remember what quest we're doing.
Come on.
I know. Is it this? I just thought this quest was here before. That's why I was confused, but maybe it's fine. Alright, apparently there's a big dog here.
Clive, look.
Don't tell me we're too late. Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades.
He's like
they followed
clean
me without
fine.
question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Whirl.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No. Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
I know, I made a mistake. That move is kind of broken. I just stand there and it's so strong.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause, It was all for this. But what is this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
Hi, Faye. How are you?
So are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but
The crew is
there's more bad
dead.
news. It's Lost Wing. It's been flooded.
What?
Glad you're doing good. I'm also doing good. Finally gonna finish this game. Not today, but eventually.
Lost Wing. My Lost Wing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool. Damn it.
Now he's gonna die for what?
It's not going to last long in there. Can we finish this quickly?
The combat is so good when I remember it. I keep going on these breaks where I stop playing and then I forget how to play the game. I don't want this guy in the corner. He gave no shit. His parts that he's being too chaotic. All those lives will be lost for nothing at this rate. Gnarly. Very gnarly. Everything's gnarly.
I need to find Quinton.
I don't know where he is.
Quinton! Quinton! Look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here. Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lost Wing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I know, it's starting to get long again. It was actually longer than this, but I got a haircut.
Then
I decided to get a bunch of layers, which I don't regret,
Strange
but it makes my
way
hair
to
look a lot
achieve one's
shorter.
life's ambition.
Because I was watching
No, Master Quentin.
videos from this last fall.
Save your
No.
strength.
Why?
When were those videos from? I don't know. They were like old Valorant videos that I found on my computer, and my hair was so long. But it was like
I
all
strove
one length
for is
though.
gone. Only emptiness.
And I definitely prefer the layers because it's not as like thick. It's not as heavy.
I have nothing left to live for.
I just don't style my hair
What the heck
enough
are you
to
on about?
enjoy it.
You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
This is cute.
Why? After why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
So I guess we're not taking them?
Fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quentin we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quentin will suffice. After all, we are family.
He looks a little creepy, not gonna lie. I started cutting my hair short last year and it's been nice. Just got layers myself as well. Layers is game changer. Because like I feel like my hair doesn't look like very different, but like it feels different. I just don't style my hair. I thought about potentially like getting like a perm or something, just so it has like natural layers to it. Not layers, excuse me. Volume.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Because I do think like my
and
with like my face shape and everything that like my hair that I'd look better with more volume in my hair. But my hair is quite flat naturally. Not a whole lot going on, but I do naturally have like, it's not wavy, but it's not like pin straight, you know. It has something going on with it. I'm just nervous that a perm would be too small of curls, and I don't want small curls. Because I feel like it just would not suit the volume I'm looking for. What am I doing? Bam. Gold map. Alright. And then we'll go hideaway. Oh wait, that's just the one thing I think. Yeah, I wish I had natural curls. Oh, it's just that thing again. Does this not pop up on the map?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Let me read it again. Oh, there's more.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
There's so many of these quests. If I do all these quests, plus with where I am in the story, like how much longer is it gonna take for me to finish? My problem with having natural curls is that I get super frizzy unless I do ridiculously long hair care routine daily. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Like based on like all like the curly talk or whatever it's called on TikTok, people doing like their curly hair routines. Like I can't imagine having to like put in that much effort to get like a very specific result.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Oh no. I just wake up and I go about my day and I kind of wish my hair looked nicer, but I literally don't put in any effort towards my hair.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual.
See, like there's another ad starting. How long have I been streaming for? 2 hours?
You need a rest.
I wish I had kept track.
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
It's the pre-roll ads, I guess. That's quite obnoxious.
It seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming soon? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right.
You know what's still bothering me? The fact that I brought up how
are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich.
Nobody knows why Joshua's alive.
And I see no reason
that is
why
crazy to
be any
me.
different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you. then you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
Nah. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Okay. I don't know what kind of warning that is.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that. Clive, did you get my letter?
Why is
That's
he
why I'm here.
whispering?
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. Zero, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's gonna take some time.
He's not even whispering anymore.
I'm gonna need help keeping it from Otto.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well,
That woman's so offended in the back.
paying.
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million gil.
each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Oh.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy
There
taking
might be.
me
Can you
to
ask your
Martha
uncle?
for a game?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies.
Oh, he's looking at
Just
himself
hope
in
our
the
associates'
mirror
eyes
because
are
he's
a
so
bit more discerning than
handsome.
yours.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will be.
Ain't that my handsome
Should
boy?
be me making the rounds, really.
Ain't that my
You know how
handsome
it is
boy
with
with
this
the big
place. Orders to
smoochable
bulk,
whips?
asses to wipe and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Come here.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Do not sit on the keyboard. Yes, and then Rosie goes behind. She's snoozing. Oh, no, she's not snoozing. She's taking a bath. You're playing Date Everything? I've been watching Vanilla Mace play it. Those are locked. Okay. Alright. Go here. What you looking at? Oh, is this one locked? Yeah. Okay, not this one. I'm down. Mad for Volt and Eddie, but they hate me because you messed up. No. How'd you mess up? You're trying to get Dorian. I'm so bad at dating Sims. I feel like I would be too. They're not my normal cup of tea, but
Clive. Just a man
I don't know. I'm not good with people.
Why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked?
Which
Well,
one's
now the
Volt
rest
and
have come to
Eddie?
join him. Seems their barracks
I know
and
Dorian.
Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood.
I don't think I know
don't
Volt.
mind having
Eddie
a few more
is
brave boys around to
kind of
keep their
ringing a
animals
bell.
at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for
The
'em to
breaker
bed
box.
down.
Okay, never mind.
Poor buggers are having to do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe.
I
are
think
living
Vanilla
like
Mace has
beggars.
been going for the safe and the bed.
Just that
I don't
lot.
remember their
There's
names.
bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We
You have
can't keep
to
cramming
get
more
them
and more
both to
people
like
into less
you.
and less space.
I think that's how I
What we
messed up
need
because I
is a
didn't get
new
Eddie to
home
like
for
me
our new
enough.
arrivals. And that's what I was
Yeah,
hoping you
Sophia
might
and
help me
Betty.
with, if it ain't too much of a
Sophia
burden,
is
of course.
crazy. Quasi.
Thank you, Clive.
Because I was like listening while I was working, and I was like laughing at Vanilla Mace and the dialogue that was happening.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about
I need to see if she keeps her VODs up. I bet she doesn't.
What happened?
I've just been watching
If any of us could have
what
done
she uploads to
anything to
YouTube.
stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more guardians of the flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do.
Probably gonna do dating sims more
pools
often
once
now
home to people I
because I'm
loved.
shifting into leading
I won't have
voice
bandits sully
acting
those
work.
memories.
Ooh,
I'll
those games give
gladly
you good
drive them out of there.
practice.
And I know the
That's
men
really
will
cool.
gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might.
I
be
feel
able to
like
win
I
the
could
place
never be a
back.
voice actor,
And I dare say he's got some ideas
but
of his own
unless
too.
it's like a gremlin,
What are you
like
gonna
little
talk
just
to
like
him?
gremlin noises, then I got you. But like if a company and anything else, I don't got you. That's all I got. I got like little creature noises.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first.
My lord,
Oh, here we go.
Marcus, is that you? It is you.
Found out you have a
You
good voice for
received my
spicy stuff.
I am
I really like date.
Sebastian
Oh, doesn't date
Rutherford,
isn't everything in
chief
date everything
steward of your lord
voice
uncle's
acted?
estate.
Isn't there?
Of course.
Right?
We
Am I
met
making
once
that up?
before.
Yes, my lord. Thank you for coming.
And what was so sensitive that you couldn't put it in writing?
1,000 apologies, my lord. I did not mean to offend.
Yeah.
I merely...
Yeah, I feel like most like
It's all right.
visual novels are
Continue.
not.
I am here at Martha's Rest, at the behest of your lord uncle, tasked with learning what I am able of the realm's current state of affairs. And what I have learned is grim. The fall of the Mother Crystals has left Storm in a state of utter disarray. The subsequent darkening of the heavens has only made things worse. Akashic attacks, once unthinkable, are now commonplace. The gears of governance have ground to a halt, and without a steady hand on the tiller, the realm threatens to drift into utter chaos. Your lord uncle, however, believes there is a way to avoid this fate, and is determined to see it set in motion.
That sounds like quite the undertaking.
It is. Hence my having enlisted the aid of several colleagues serving the 7 high houses. Alas,
I have to pee
I
again
have
already.
lost contact with 2 of those colleagues already. They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword, yet in these dark times even that may not prove sufficient to keep a man safe on the road.
So you want me to find them? I'll need to know where they went.
One I sent to investigate the Republic, the other the old Imperial capital of Oriflamme.
Dude, everything
That
is made by a
doesn't
team of
exactly
voice
narrow it
actors, which is
down.
why they wanted it fully voice acted.
suppose
Yeah, a bunch of them
I'll
are
start in
from
Dalamil and work my way east.
Thank you, my lord.
Critical Role.
I shall pray for your success and safety.
Something at that. Box. Where is that? Outside. It's funny because I was listening to Vanilla Mace play it, and I didn't even know what character it was, but I instantly knew
Wade,
that
It's good to see you well.
Oh God.
And
What's
you,
his actual
Lord
name?
Rosfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool. and make it
Why
your
am I
own.
blanking on their real
That's
names?
right. Though it was mostly
He's
her
married
idea.
to Laura Bailey.
I rather fear my men have been treading on
Why am I
her
blanking
toes
on his
since
real
dominance,
name?
Not to mention each other's.
Travis,
And
yes.
then there are the bearers.
Yeah.
Men
I
and women
instantly
who
knew
found
that
the
he
courage
was.
to
I
free
don't
their
even know which
masters
character
and
it
sought
was.
refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them.
But he
We have to think of worse
popped
places
up and
than
I
this
was like, oh, this sounds just like his
As can
Critical
I.
Role character of like the old man.
Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you
Yeah, it's
beside
really
us, we shall
cool
soon
hearing
send that
them. It's funny
rabble
how
of
some of them
rogues
you just
running
know.
for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our
Matt
last
Mercer
count.
would be the
And
D20
rather less,
die.
thankfully. The road that leads
Do-
there will
do
more
they
than
have
likely still be
multiple
crawling
parts?
with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village.
Or
but
no.
if the Akashic were to follow them in,
Maybe some
that
of them?
force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
I think
Shall I
the
wait
only
for
one who
you
got
here?
2 rolls is Jonah Scott,
need, my
because his
lord.
characters are a
You
duo,
go on ahead.
and that's what.
We'll be
Ah,
with
I
you before
see.
long.
Oh, that also
Alright.
applies for
I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there.
Why am I blanking on everyone's
victory await our coming.
names? I hate my streamer brain. I'm blanking. I'm scrolling though. Robbie Damon. He technically plays 5.
Inn's full. Don't bother.
The Hanks,
Daddy.
yes.
Shiny so
Hank
brightly.
1, Hank 2,
you hear that
Hank
Martha's
3,
been turning
Hank
travellers
4,
again?
and Hank 5.
Beds are full of bearers.
Keep going. Oh, go here. Yeah, I think Vanilla only talked to them once so far. What am I doing over here? Ooh.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
You will leave this place or face the consequences. That's the end of that then.
The voice actor for Dirk would actually have
Or
2
maybe
roles
not.
too then, because Dirty Clothes and Dirk and Clean Clothes. Clarence! That's so funny. Catclock. Oh, does Catclock have 2 forms? Oh, I need just a little bit. Oh, I hit the wrong one. I didn't want to. I love that. Because his initial form is very funny, but not it. Not for me, anyway. Vanilla's reaction was so funny to it. In case you can't tell, I freaking love Vanilla Maze. It's really cute. I feel like Date Everything is one of those games where you kind of just have to play it for yourself. What is happening? What are you doing? Oh my god, that's my food. I forgot. I forgot I have my food out. Get out! I forgot. I wanted to talk to you guys. I freaking found Japanese seltzers in Pennsylvania, which is wild. Yeah, they're like legit. They're real. It's crazy. Cause like PA is so picky about like alcohol and like liquor laws and things like that. So like I always imagine that like California or like Western states would get this stuff first. Well, I'm sure it is there, but it's crazy. It's crazy to see it here.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo.
Kitsua.
A magnificent
I don't
display,
know what
my
that
lord.
is.
You were watching. I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived
A
just in time
supermarket
to
chain?
see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing
It
the
looks
bearers
really
who'll
good.
be living here, I
I
assume.
wish I had an H mark
It might be
here.
best to send word for them to come right away.
We just have
before
like
any other unsavory
a bunch of
characters move
local like grocery stores.
Of course. I'll
That
send
are like
orders for them
family
to
owned and
depart
stuff like
immediately.
that.
Leave it with me, my lord.
I think we just got like an Essen, I think it's what it's called, which is like a chain Asian mart sort of thing, but
without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them, and not a single Akashek in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy, especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more,
there's so many
you have
side
only to send a
quests.
Stolas.
I feel like today is
And we
just gonna
will,
be nothing
my
but
lord.
side quests, and then I'll be
Safe
able to
travels.
do
Eastpool lives
tomorrow's stream with
Let's go
doing
and tell Martha the good news.
actual quests. Even though I could just do the main quest.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got
Is the
rid of
DLC for
bandits
this game
while
good?
it's
I don't know
not
if anyone
kept in
here
Ireland.
knows
Nicely done.
the answer to that.
And what's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is you did it, and now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place, but that don't undo the good that happened there.
No
There's
need
a
to throw
hair in
the
my
baby
mouth.
out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
I think I got it.
Well, something along those lines.
Gross.
Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet.
14
The way I
crossover
see it,
collab.
neither is mine. If it's
Close.
food or lumber or strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Okay.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
My gut just dropped.
Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement and rallied the rest around you.
I'll explain in a second.
I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither. That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do.
The Lord Commander Abrick mentioned. Okay, so sue me on my phone scrolling for a second out of habit, and I see exposing the speedrunner in 10 tweet, and it's a Google Doc. But it was literally just like, he's a really good guy, vote for him for the I don't know what it is. Reconnect Million Dreams Award. But I was like, oh my god, no, not in 10. It's like the quickest way to get here. I guess going down the escalator. Trying to figure out how to get out of here.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy, even abandoned.
Let's go.
Fly, Empress.
Let's go.
Can hardly make out a blooming thing.
Can't cut through here. What the heck? You keep resetting your health. That's literally cheating. I'm literally only killing the things and knocking off my chocobo. Anyway. Ugh, I don't like that noise.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it'd seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
I didn't realize this is the quest we're doing. You hungry turtle, that's so messed up. Oh, I didn't mean this one. Oh well.
Now, will it be enough, I wonder?
He just needed some enrichment. Oh, I'm so happy.
I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsman our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you?
Yes.
A very big puppy.
Yes.
You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
Anything else here? No. Just head back.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
You could say that.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh?
No.
That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All all right. No need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, aye. I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Ah, Clive. Were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's talents. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Sid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Cute. Cute, cute. Okay. Now, this one's unlocked, so we can do this one.
Nothing like a little unrest.
At the Daily, you say?
There were ghosts at the gates not days ago.
And then
Those things I said before.
two more after this. At least that we currently have going on.
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion.
It's not really a gift if it's technically repayment, but whatever.
Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching. isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
Just walks
No
away
one
from the
wants to know the stones were
conversation.
delivered, if he's still with us.
Getting through it.
Good. Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Ah, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did. Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Cute.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you like me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn
I hope you didn't hear my
deserves
tummy.
another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now, are you? Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or not. Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
Who?
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which, I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Well, that's a lot of nerve asking now.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... oh, forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that, on account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind
Him smoking a cigarette kind of hot.
to catch the stubborn sod.
Or cigar, or whatever. Like the little too skinny to be a cigar.
But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
Hmm? What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction. I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
These are the quests I like. I like the quests that,
Before
like,
you go,
do character building.
Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
That's so sweet. That was good. That was very good. That's a good side quest. All right, last two. We'll finish these up, and then tomorrow we'll be able to continue MSQ, if you will.
It's not going to be easy finding... People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Sounds like a baby.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went?
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best best of luck.
If all of us continue to work together in defending Dalamel, I foresee good things for this town.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us. We have a hard time.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strapping bunch. Perhaps.
Oh, I should buy potions.
Anything I can interest you in? Here you are. My thanks.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I already told you, I have nothing.
Then maybe we'll take that pretty outfit and the steel you're wearing.
Please! These men are trying to rob me!
I'll deal with this.
Thank you.
You that one's master, then? If you kindly pay the coin he owes us, we can pretend you didn't draw your blade on Republican soldiers.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I won't report you to your captain.
Oh, you're more than welcome to. He hasn't had many visitors since we slit his throat.
Ooh. Well, gonna commit to this, I guess. I guess not. Thank you.
I'd expect as
My
much
sneezes
from
lately have been so loud. I can just yell.
Much has changed in the Republican army since they lost their rock.
You've seen this kind of thing before, then?
Many times. I was sent here to observe the situation.
You're one of Rutherford's men. He sent me to look for you.
Well, then you have my thanks. I fancy I could defend myself against one, perhaps two, but a whole regiment. I arrived in Dalamil several days ago, but when I called upon the captain of the local garrison to make inquiries, his men confiscated my effects and locked me in a cell.
The captain is no more, and his men make the rules now.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free, only to be stopped again by those soldiers you so kindly dispatched.
What of the Fist Central Command? Surely they wouldn't allow such lawlessness amongst their ranks.
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army has fallen back to the capital and hunkered down behind her walls. Those who weren't recalled now rule the fringes unchecked, answering to no one but themselves.
Then it's worse than we imagined. You should return to Rosaria. It's not safe here.
I'll find a caravan heading north. You won't mind if I borrow one of these soldiers' coin purses?
Not at all. Now, to find this second associate of Rutherford's. If he was bound for Oriflamme, I'll start at Northreach and see if I can pick up his trail.
That is so far. Ugh, these noises are horrible.
Caution, brother.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Ooh. Nice.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
It's gonna transport us back. That'd be really nice. Sick.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
We'll do this, then go back.
There's a lot of road between here and the capital. Rutherford's man could be anywhere.
Jamie, you say that.
Come on. Faster!
We're gonna happen over him.
What happened here?
If you're with the others, they've already relieved me of my belongings.
I'm not. I'm looking for someone who was sent here by a man named Rutherford.
And then you found him. I am Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane of House Wellesley.
Of the 7 high houses of Rosaria. It's been a long time since last I saw my great-aunt. Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? Yes. Yes, she is. The Lady Dowager has granted me leave to assist your Uncle Stuart. I was on my way back from the old capital when I saw some villagers being robbed on the road here.
Bandits?
They looked more like field hands, but it didn't matter in the end. I did what I could to help the victims, but all it earned me was a pommel to the temple.
Which way did they go?
South, toward the gate.
All right. I'll take care of them. Founder knows I've met enough of their
Farmier,
kind.
thank you for the follow. I
You head back
appreciate
to
it. Hope you're
Northreach.
doing well.
Visit the Vale. Tell them I sent you.
Thank you. I shall. Founder be your shield.
Okay.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
That's a big boa.
one's ours.
Oop! I hit the wrong one. Oh, well, this works. Ooh, I got squashed. Freaking gargling. Nice.
Make for the town while you can.
We're almost
Maybe more
there.
bandits
We're almost
nearby.
done with side quests.
You don't need to tell me
Lexi,
twice.
hi!
Many thanks, traveler.
There's a
to
Avarice,
be
an
one of
audio
them.
song that contains samples from Poppy's The Advent Children.
I thought I told you to make
That's
for the veil.
crazy. I still haven't seen that.
And stand by as ill might befall the heir to the ducal throne.
It's
Hi,
just
how are
Clive,
you?
And I'm fine. Which is more than can be said
My
for
cat's
you.
still there.
I will survive.
Where's my music go?
Strange that the garrison
She
would
got up.
intervene in such a brazen attack so close to their gates.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. Some days they don't even send out patrols. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even fewer to transport the grain. The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not uncommon to see a fight break out over a crust of bread. When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits, I meant it. They were probably just desperate.
Rockford, listen to me. If you are to continue your investigation, you first need to seek the attention of a healer.
Of course. I shall return to Northreach right away. But allow me to thank you first. Had you not happened along,
Don't thank me. Thank Rutherford. It was he who sent me.
I suppose he'll be wondering where I've got to. I shall send a Bastolus as soon as I'm able. Good day.
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. If it isn't already too late. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece.
And then we go to the hideaway, and then hopefully that wraps up everything.
I see you're still here.
The
Hi, Clive, how are
location
you?
affords a constant flow of traders, and with it, a constant flow of information. Speaking of which, I received word from both my associates. They have
Glad you're doing
resumed
good.
their investigations.
Seen it once, it was alright.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, I've only
happened to be at
ever
the right place
played
at the right
7
time. They
and
both seem
Remake.
to
I still need
think
to
the realm's
do
prospects rather
Rebirth,
grim.
and then
I am afraid that
I have
Grim
watched the
would be putting
cutscenes
it
for Crisis Core.
Storm is in crisis, and if we are to free her, we must work quickly. And we must work together. Such is your Lord Uncle's wish.
As it is mine.
Nice. Smooth like butter, like criminal undercover. Now to the hideaway. And then all the green quests are gonna be gone, brothers. Oh, so exciting. See, like, out of all of these quests I've done today, only, like, two of them were good. I like the Torgal quest, because I like Torgal, and then
Hopefully you'll agree it was worth
the
it.
auto quest.
You learned something
Oh,
about that
and
suit, then?
Karen getting that guy's eye out. That was pretty cool.
A whetstone. Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
Lady Carrie is not to be messed with. Yeah, so I have learned the Final Fantasy VII mobile game has stuff in it that will be in Rebirth, if I remember correctly. Oh, interesting. I haven't played that either.
It'd be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on a battlefield. Your second opponent
What's
would be
the
your last,
mobile
no matter
game
how
like?
good you were.
Even so, is there
Like, how does it play?
some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it.
Played some of it.
Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. And
Turn-based.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil.
I miss having, like,
Finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine.
a fun mobile game to play.
That's something to consider.
I was playing Fluffy Town for a while.
Than fallen masonry,
The only
eh?
one that I really
more
play
hard-wearing for that
consistently
matter.
is
Just
TCG
imagine it.
Pocket.
Good
Pokemon
Valisthean steel
TCG
with
Pocket.
an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
He'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on
No
it.
pecs.
You come and find me.
The only
when
one I
you've
ever
got the
played seriously
materials.
was Kingdom Hearts Union Cross.
Right.
And I miss her. I miss her daily. I've had a few mobile games that I've played. That being one of them. And the Animal Crossing one. I played those two a lot. Mostly the Kingdom Hearts one. And then what other ones have I played a lot of? There's a Tamagotchi one that I played a lot. I never played the Nier one, which I regret. I regret big time. Yay! I didn't mean to do that. Played that from launch to end of life. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that came out when I was in college, and I had plans on being like a Kingdom Hearts Union Cross YouTuber. I wonder if I could dig out those videos somewhere. When it comes to Square mobile games, they never last long. I know. It's so frustrating. I would love for, like, a, I say this loosely, but like a Genshin-inspired Kingdom Hearts app game, and then I really want a Final Fantasy TCG app game very badly. Those are the two that I really want horribly, but I don't want them to last for like 2 years and then... Although Kingdom Hearts Union Cross lasted for quite a while, I feel like. Missing Link was canceled. I'm still sad about it. I still can't believe it. I can't believe they canceled it. Although I do wonder what that game was going to like be like, or like what the intentions were. It seems like there was just so much like conflict with like how they wanted the game to like come out and be That they're just like, screw it. It just won't come out at all. That's how it felt.